Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to One Hub. It is round number 10 here at Miami, and hopefully everyone can hear me this time, unlike 2 weeks ago. That would be particularly ideal. We're a little bit late starting, just because we're in a rush to get P4 and P3 done due to the early start for the real-life Miami race. But we're here with 9 minutes to go qualifying, so not too bad. And I'm joined by Curly. Hello.
Hello, mate. How you doing? You might hear. I'm just checking the audio. There we go. Right, we can be heard. Right,
Yes.
sorted. I thought I'd check it. Right, yes, mate. Obviously, we just raced this track. Obviously, it was. It's not a very nice track. Not everyone likes it. It's a bit of a Marmite track, as they say. But I would love it. You hate it.
Yeah,
So,
and it tends to provide chaos, as we've just seen in P4. Can't remember if I said my name's Jake, by the way, but my name is Jake.
Yeah, you did say. We had 2 VSCs and 2 full course. One VSC was basically off the start, and I just said to Jake before I came on, 3 of us got a 10-second time penalty straight off due to not giving position back. None of us knew which position we were meant to be in. So that didn't mess my race up. I don't know if it messed anyone of those. Messed their 2 races up. But But obviously, Jake, you said that last safety car was. You thought you were going to win it, but obviously you had an incident. So
Yeah.
obviously, whether you're going to put it in or not, then obviously don't know whether you want to talk about it. But it's yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on P3, I think.
Yeah.
And we are here, 7 minutes left to go in qualifying.
Well, no, as I said to you, that last safety car did save my backside. I pitted lap 7 twice under the first safety car, and took those hards all the way to the end. So it's but yeah, Miami the P3 obviously, as you said just a minute ago, IRL starts they're starting early today due to a storm, I believe.
Yes, although by the looks of the forecast, the storm is still going to be there 3 hours earlier. So whether we're actually going to see a race tonight, I don't know. But focusing down the Matsuhanda P3, we've got 7 minutes to go of a session. Adagio has just gone onto provisional pole on a 1:26.4. It is, of course, him and Bonyfish who are leading the way at top championship, but obviously in a different order to what they are currently. Bonyfish leading the way by, I believe, is it 4 points ahead of Adagio, with Rydog just a further point behind. I'm watching Rydog in a minute. He's done quite a slow 1:30, so not too representative at the moment. I'm just trying to look as well. Who's got penalties today?
There's quite a few, I think, in this tier.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. I always forget where it is on Discord. There we go. Yeah, so Adagio, who's our current pole sitter, he's taking a new engine, so he won't stay on pole. He's going to drop 10 places.
That's 10 places.
Yeah.
That's P11.
Escar Goat, he's also taking an engine. He's currently in P4, so quite. It's nothing more annoying than doing a great qualifying when you're taking a big penalty. But
didn't you get pole in just a minute in P4 when you took a penalty?
I got P2, yes, and I took a gearbox penalty, and I can safely say I could have another 100 attempts at Miami, and I will not do a better lap than the one I did then. So it was slightly annoying.
It's always the way. It's always the way.
Yeah. Jess up in P3 at the moment, which is impressive to say. That she did tell me she was thinking this race would be damage limitation, but that's showing very good pace.
She taken a penalty, or was that?
No, she's already taken her penalties.
Right, okay. So she could be sat in P1 or 2 then come the end of this for penalties.
Yeah, so it'd be currently Bonyfish and Jess would be in the front row. Hedvis would go up to 3rd.
Yeah. So Ben's just moved up to P6.
Yeah, good luck from Welsh Benjamin in the Alpine. Have we got anyone? I think Gaza might be on a lap at the moment. I believe, Gaza and Iverbrim Mike, they're taking a gearbox penalty, so that's 5 places down from where they qualify. At the moment, that won't really make much of a difference to Gaza Man, because he is penultimate last anyway.
Yeah.
And Iverbrim Mike's only 12, so he'll want to go get a little bit higher up if possible.
So
between
I
now and the
know
end.
Ben apparently did race this track last night, so he's got a bit of a head start, I think, on some people.
I just see some. I'm looking at J.R. Mason on my end. I don't know if this is just me, but he doesn't have a front of
Damn
his
a wing, I
car.
can see it. Yeah, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? J.R. Mason. What? He's on a Red Bull. Jessica, there he is. No, not Jessica. So yeah, it's a glitch. It's a
Yeah.
glitch, mate. I have it on mine. So yeah,
I
I
cut
get
to
it
him and he'd
sometimes.
only just gone out the pit, so I was thinking, well, that
Yeah,
can't be right.
yeah. No, I get it sometimes as well, but it is a glitch, obviously. So, but no, I was going to tell you now, he has a full wing.
Oh, I've got it for Rydog as well. What is going on?
Oh wow.
That's not going to be helpful in the race because, as well, if it's like P4, there will be genuine front wing
Go
losses.
to Gazaman. Go to Gazaman.
Gazzaman's got half a front wing for me. That might
I
be
think that
genuine
might be
damage.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, that is proper damage.
So we're gonna have to play a game of guess whose damage is real over the course of this race. So that's gonna be fun.
It might fix itself come obviously the end of this end of obviously when we stop for the proper when we stop for the race
Yeah.
anyway.
Yes, because there will be a lobby restart.
Yeah.
I believe this was the case last week, but I'll just mention it for anyone who wasn't here. I'm pretty certain that TLP Storm is actually Jason. The
Right.
Mercedes in
Okay.
seventh place. I think he's using another account,
Yes.
but it is
Yes.
Jason.
Yes. I remember Lawrence saying last week.
Yes, Lauren's the normal commentator, but he can't be here
Yeah.
tonight. He's not commentating on P3 or racing in P2.
Skiving again.
But
Uh.
I was happy to fill in as I now watch Escargot, who's just starting a lap. We've got just under 3 minutes to go now, so this will be everybody's final attempts in qualifying. With that really nice looking Haas custom livery with, I think it was the Japanese Grand Prix where they
Yeah.
had that
Got
from.
no wing, has he?
Yeah,
Or
you know,
no?
he's got no wing, but at this point, he's a 10th down through the first sector, so no improvement as of yet. I think I've just seen Joe B move up to P9, I think that was. But I'll follow Escargot around to see if he can improve in the middle sector. This middle sector is really where you can win or lose a lot of time. You've got to commit to this chicane, but if you commit too hard, it can go very wrong. I have to find there's no rear grip around that section.
Yeah, I think it also depends. Obviously, you told me what setup you had on. You had a lot higher wings than me. Obviously, I ran 9.9. So, down the straights, I was all right. I come away. I did see one person with a penalty come the end of the race, and that was the Haas in P5. I think no V-carb. Sorry, in P. I'm saying the Haas because I'm looking at Haas, who's just
Wow,
gone
what
provisional
a
P1. Let's go.
125. That is
Yeah,
an
25.9.
astonishing lap. He gained
Yep.
like 4 attempts in the middle sector, so he really did nail that middle
Yep.
part of the lap. And yeah,
So
that's
he
what.
must again set up. It could be quite a high-ish, well, mid-ish. You know what I mean? Set up something similar to yours, possibly.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
you know,
And,
could
that
be
lap's
something
going
like
to
that.
take some beating. That's put quite a gap. But of course, now that means the front row currently is the two people taking 10 place grid penalties. So
Yeah, well, I'm on Bony Fish right now. Bonnie Fish, sorry. Oh, I don't know why I call him Boney. It's Bonnie Fish. And he's in Sector 2.
yeah, and this
In
is
this.
where he'll be hoping to make the gains. Looks pretty smooth so far. Let's see what he's looking like through the middle sector. He's down slightly
Oh,
on
yeah.
what he did before, so it's going to be tricky now. There's only one real corner now where you can make and lose time now, but it is an important one at the end of this long straight. It's very easy to get the braking wrong down here. He's got a car just in front of him, but that shouldn't put him off too much. Picks up the throttle nicely. He's currently P3. Technically, it's provisional pole right now with the penalties, but he'll want to go a little bit faster if he can, and he does, but he stays third. And now we see if anyone
Jess is
can
up
take
by
the...
3/10. She
Right.
rushes now. Oh, no, she's down. She's
Down.
lost 3/10 from Sector 1 to Sector 2.
Yeah, we've got a McLaren on a lap, so I'll just cut to him. It's Quinnoff, who is a couple of attempts up, so he could move up quite substantially here because it's very, very close in that middle group.
It is. Ben is in front of Jess. Yeah, so Ben's in front of Jess. You got Helvecker in the P5, is it?
Edvist, yeah.
Yeah,
Quinn stays 10th. I'm looking now at Jason, aka Storm, who is...
I just had someone hit the wall.
Adagio's just improved his lap time to a 26.1, but he also stays in P2. We've got Storm.
Ben's in the pits. Ben's coming in.
So Welsh Benjamin won't improve and will likely drop down. Jess stays 4th. What does Storm do?
Improved.
Stays. Hedvist is next up. He improves, but again, not in position. My bet for pole in the pre-race talk show was Cam, and he's going to be 8th, so I really nailed that one. I think there's just Gazzaman left now, who's coming up to the line. He can't go any lower, so let's see. Can he improve? He looks like he's
going to put a banging in lap here that you watch.
P8, nice.
There you go. There you go. It's always... Oh, sorry, carry on.
So there you have it then. The front row of the grid is both people taking engine penalties, and they've got a decent margin in front of them. But as we've seen, I think a few times in P3 this season, if you're not at the front of the grid, it's very hard to make progress, particularly in the early stages of a race. So it's effectively Boneyfish on pole with Jess in P2. I think she'll be very happy with that. And it's great news for Boneyfish, because not only is Adagio taking a penalty, Rydog only qualified 14th, which has got to be a big disappointment for him.
Oh, definitely. Obviously, we know Rydog can get up higher than that, but you know, it could be again. Does Rydog like this track?
That's the thing. We had it in P4. We had it in P4 with Jamie, where our championship leader in Jeddah, and he would just he never looked comfortable. No,
it was like watching a blind man, you know what I mean? It was when I saw the stream back, it was terrible. It wasn't like, obviously I've only recently joined, but you know, I've seen Jamie race obviously a few times, and that wasn't Jamie.
No, absolutely not.
You know, good evening, Colin. How are you doing?
Yes, thanks for letting me fill in for you in the talk show.
It did terrible. It was awful.
And for some crazy reason, you let me do your predictions, which I can tell you from experience will not end well for you. Although I did get the P4 pole right, which I am very proud of. Well, less said about the race results, the better though.
But obviously, as we all know, they're going to have a race restart now.
Yes, so it can't be worse than mine. We'll see. We'll have a race restart now, so don't worry now if you see the most chaotic start ever. It's just it is a effective restart while the grid penalties get applied, because obviously you can't do that in the game itself.
No, not at all.
If you want, while we're waiting, Curly, have you got these sponsors?
I'm looking right at them. I knew you were going to say that. I'm looking right at them. I'm just trying to find. Hang on a minute. I just got to get used to something. Hang on. So the main sponsor is Delta.app, right? Is that the main sponsor?
Yes, that's the one in the
so guys, I'm just going to quickly spring through these, because last week I took like 10 minutes to read them all. So guys, obviously we're going to go through the sponsors. As I said, the main sponsor then is Delta.app, the title sponsor. Basically, this one, you've got to be over 18. They put all your investments in one app, make smarter decisions in the world's top investors. Basically, I think there's a link. If you go and watch YouTube, there's a link in there. So, guys, and also there's a command in Twitch. If you do, I I'm not sure what the command is in Twitch, but I'm sure someone will tell me. It doesn't say. I can't see it anyway. I'm not sure if it's the exclamation Discord one. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's a command in Twitch. I would say next up is Next Level Racing, guys. Sponsors the league by providing some prizes each season. Next one is Sim Racing Setups, guys. They provide pro setups, bundles for F125 created by the esports drivers. They offer dry and intermediate setups as well, also wet setups. They also hang on, see, this is what I mean, this is why I take ages. They also, 2 types of dry setups. Yeah, done that. But basically, yeah, they also do driver of the day as well, guys. They offer, I'm completely lost. This is where I get confused. But yeah, the vouchers dice for driver of the day as well. I've got one, but I don't know how to use it. I really have. It's been.
I've got one as well.
Yeah, this is like what race was it? Silverstone, I believe. I think Colin actually gave me driver of the day for that, but I've got it and I don't know how to use it. Also, Pure SimGrid as well, guys, the sponsors of the league by providing sim racing socks and gloves. The drivers with the most fastest laps.
Yes.
Poles. Over the course of the season, it can also put the code in OHR at the top. You get 10% off the sim racing socks as well. Then you also got Vesper Time as well, guys, partnered with Vesper Time, who support the official approval and also provide some great merch. So I got there in the end.
Lovely job. And you were a lot more prepared for it than I was when Liam landed it on me 2 weeks
Mate,
ago.
I had it up. I had a feeling you were going to ask. I had it there. But I will get quicker at some point.
Yes. What I will remember as well, which me and Liam didn't a couple of weeks ago, is that we'll say our driver of the day after the race before we wrap up. Because I didn't do that last time. Even if we don't have to save a question if you want, because it might be easy to come up with a question afterwards, but we can always say who we're going for at the very least. I was just looking at the pre-race interviews, and Ride Dog didn't strike me as someone who was not confident around Miami. So his
I haven't seen them, so I don't know. I haven't seen the questions.
Yeah, a little bit surprising. But yeah,
that's why he's qualified where he is then.
So Boney Fish on pole. I'm just going to get up actually the championship standings quickly, but I know he's obviously a championship leader. So you'd have to say, with him qualifying on pole and his rivals a lot further down, this is a huge opportunity for him today. Yeah.
Obviously, just in P2 as well, but just quickly, it's a bit like P4. James didn't wrap up the thing today, but obviously where Reaper finished, you know what I mean, this could go down to next week. So I don't know what the point situation is in P3. Can Boney wrap up the title today? Or Bonnie, wrap up the title today?
Yeah, due to how close it is, he can't. But what he's got a 4-point lead over Adagio at the moment, a 5-point lead over Ride Dog, and then you go into another, probably at 20 points behind, you've got Joe and then Jess. So... and then Welsh
I'm
Benjamin
going to quickly
as well.
have to go and get my charger for my controller, otherwise it's going to die. Back in a second.
Yeah, no worries. So quickly recap on the standings. Bunnyfish 103 points, Adagio 99, Ride Dog is on 98, Joe B is on 82, and Jess and Welsh Benjamin on 80. I would say, although mathematically speaking, the top 10 are all in contention, I would realistically say it's probably between those 6 at this point now. But yeah, with Adagio starting outside the top 10 because of his penalty, and Ride Dog starting in the back, this is a huge opportunity for Boneyfish to finally get a gap, because the one thing P3 hasn't had this year is a gap at the top of the championship. It's been close throughout.
Oh, right, I'm back. So my controller charger is also my phone charger. So I have to go to the bedroom and get it. But guys, don't forget Tier 1 and 2 are both at 7:30 this evening due to the IRL. race. One's on Twitch, one's on YouTube. I don't know which is which, but
I believe P2 is Twitch and P1 is YouTube. And the reason for that is they wanted to keep P2 on Twitch because that is a one championship that could be wrapped up today. You've got Jacob. Jacob's got a 50-something point lead. I can't remember exactly how much, but it is a huge lead. He had his worst result of the season last week, and it was 4th.
Blind me.
So he's got a big chance to wrap it up tonight. I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact permutations, but I'm sure the P2 commentators will go over that later. So yeah, that's on Twitch, and P1 will be on YouTube at the same time because the IRL race will get underway at 6 o'clock under a safety car for 10 laps before it gets red flagged.
Better than Belgium. What was it? 1 lap many years ago? George Russell won yeah. Oh man. Oh, do you know what? I haven't watched one race this season. I just don't think I like the new cars. I really don't.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. I hated the ones we're racing at the moment because they're just too big and too cumbersome. I feel like you get certain tracks, so you can't even go too wide because of how wide they are. The battery element, it definitely could do with some work, but I do like the fact the cars are smaller and nimbler. And based on this weekend, Mercedes aren't as far ahead as we feared.
Oh, really? Well, they brought a new rule in, didn't they, this weekend?
Yeah.
New changes.
Yeah, to try and stop incidents happening like at Japan where the closing speed between Berman and Colapinto was massive and it caused a big accident.
Oh. Just quickly, I think there's a game coming out, right, this year, right? It's made by iRacing Studios, so that should give you an idea how good it's going to be. Right, as I said, it's on PC and console. IndyCar.
Ah, very nice.
I've seen some of it on YouTube, right, and by the looks of it, I reckon it could smash F1 out of the water.
Well, we shall see. I'll be honest, I've not watched a lot of IndyCar. I might play the game, because at the end of the day, I have nothing against playing another racing game. Yeah. And I did spend 2 hours on Monday clearing out my mailbox on F1 just so I could connect to online services better. So that wasn't fun. But now we wait for the race to begin, and the slightly annoying thing is you don't know when it's going to start until it starts as commentators. No. It would be nice if there was some sort of countdown that the drivers see, if we could see that as well, but obviously everyone's sorting their setups and Jess will give the go-ahead as and when, and this is a tricky first corner. In fact, first sector in general. I'll be very surprised if it gets through, all drivers get through unscathed.
Well, look at P4. Obviously, we've got to get back to P4 because that's the only race we've had so far. Yeah. So we had a VSC straight off the bat. If you're not on the racing line, so to speak, on the outside, you're screwed. I really do think you're screwed. Yeah,
the thing is as well, you don't want to be too much on the inside as well because it makes your corner really tricky. So it's a tough one. But here we go then. We've got Bonyfish and Jess at the front. 5 lights. And quite a big pause, but we are now away, and it looks like a good start from Bonyfish. I think he'll keep the lead into turn 1. Will Jess make the move up the inside, or will she bail out? She bails out. There's a Williams coming storming into the corner. Adagio spun round. He was going sideways into the corner, so I don't know what happened there. Hedvist is up to P2 ahead of Jess, and looking further down, Welsh Benjamin and Cam have made some good progress. And we all file now through the middle sector. It's getting very close and tight in the midfield. The two Hassers going side by side. Are they going to make contact there? Wait, see an S-car go. They don't. They're still side by side. That's pretty good racing, to be fair. And they're now coming onto the straight, and they've managed to keep it clean thus far. But Bonyfish has got the perfect start. As we're going to look further up, Welsh Benjamin looks quite close to Jess. Is he going to make a move?
Sorry, mate, but I've still got this the two Hasses, and you also now got the Mercedes in between them with Rydog. So Rydog has made up. Well, actually, no, he hasn't made up. He stayed where he is. But the two Hasses were still going side by side until Rydog split them.
Let's look with a quick look then at the tyres, just briefly. Everyone's starting on the mediums, at the exception of Jason on hards and Waitsy going for softs, which is an interesting decision because honestly, I thought the softs were dreadful when I was on them in P4.
Didn't try them, but as we're going to see a Aston Martin make a move. If I can find it, I think there he is. It's going to be Mikey on Waitsy. They're going to go side by side into the final corner. Waitsy's gone the inside. I thought Waitsy might have hit the curb then, but I don't think he did. They're still going to go into turn one. Someone's hit Mikey. I'm not sure. I'm not going to hear a siren.
The Adagio tried to go for a move. Gaza just behind that, but couldn't make it stick. We've got Storm and Quinniff going side by side further ahead, and Storm has gone off the track.
Yeah.
And we'll have to give that place up, you'd have thought, but then he's now sliding down the inside again, and there's contact between them. And I think Jason may have nudged the wall there, and Quinn definitely nudged into Jason. Now, they may have got away with that damage there, but that was a little bit sketchy.
There's a nice little four-way battle going on here between the McLaren of Sir Quinniff. Also, you've got Storm in there.
More contact.
Escargot.
I think the Haas of Escargot went into Jason, and that is some front wing damage on the Haas. And Quinniff will now try and bolt away from these pair, really fighting it out, and they're really costing themselves time. You can see the gap opening up in front of Quinniff, but it's great racing to see. And to be fair, we still have 16 cars that are all pointing in the right direction, and no one's had to pit.
We do. Obviously, no yellow flags or anything. As Jess has just lost out to Welsh Benjamin, now up to P3. Good evening, Sky, in the chat. Well, good afternoon.
Yeah, good move back from Welsh Benjamin up to third, and he was feeling confident coming into this, and he's making some good progress, up 3 places from where he started, I believe. Actually, no, he might have only been 1 place from where he started, because of the penalties. But Jess not quite having the race pace at the moment, it would seem. We've got Escargot dropping a few places. I don't know what happened there. But to be fair, with that battle, the way it was going, it felt almost inevitable that something was going to go wrong.
Yes. Night Clear said that should rename this the Miami Grand Debris because it's going everywhere.
Just to quickly as well recap on what's happening at the front. Hedvist is on an absolute mission at the moment. Really closed in on Bonyfish. They're dropping Welsh Benjamin, who there just seems to be a little bit of a train developing there with Jess and Cam and also Joe. But yeah, Hedvist, I think he just lost a bit of time throughout middle sector, but he's definitely on the march and not allowing Bonyfish to have things all his own way.
No, he's not. But at the moment, it's Alpine 1 and 3. So viva la Alpine. 1 and 3. So nice points for them. Obviously, it's not going to stay like this. We've got a long way to go yet. But Ben does have Jessica, Cam, and also the Ferrari of Joey B behind him as well. Ferrari pick up nice points there in P4 as well. So, I've been Mike down at the back. But let's look at the biggest winners and losers. I'm looking at it, and Mikey's looking up to pick up 6 places. But here at the moment, it's only P5 because he's still trying to battle out with Waitsy.
Yeah, it seems like Haas and Mercedes have just been in constant battle so far as races. Mikey goes wide, under pressure from Gazaman. There's a bit of contact there, a bit more contact as Gaz has squeezed off a circuit, and it looks like Adagio, however, the optimist, is going to try and capitalise. And they're going to go side by side all the way down the straight now. I'm going to ride on board with Adagio. It gets a little bit tight down there because the straight isn't technically a straight because there's a few little kinks in there which can catch people out.
You take your eyes off the road for literally half a second and you could end up in a wall.
Absolutely. And we've got Jess and Cam going side by side through the chicane of all places. And Jess holds on to the position, nicely defended, but fair play to the pair of them for getting through that chicane side by side because there's barely enough room for one car.
Yeah. It's you got battles going on all over the place.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to Mikey and Speedway. See, it looks like Mikey.
No, carry on.
Yeah, Mikey's just behind for the time being. Cam has now got past Joe, Cam has now got past Jess. Sorry. and up into 4th place. So he has made that move stick. We've got Quinniff and Storm battling over P7 still. This looks very aggressive indeed. Storm down the inside into 7th.
10-second penalty for Escargot. There's 3 in the pits. The Hasses are going to be double stacking.
Oh, Quinn and Storm are into the wall, and there's big damage there on the McLaren. Quinn has got his front wing completely missing, and that is not just a game glitch.
No, I can see that. I got that one as well.
Yeah, that
yeah.
looks kind of inevitable, to be honest. And he's now going to park himself in front of the Aston Martin. This could get even fingers. We've got Hedvist challenging for the lead of the race, and he gets it up the inside. So Bonyfish has lost the lead here, and I just wonder if he's thinking about a championship and thinking, you know what, Hedvist isn't really someone I'm fighting with, so is it worth worth trying to battle it out with him?
Exactly. But as we go, Adagio up to P9. So he's made up 3 places. Obviously, he had an incident at the beginning, didn't he? So starting for a comeback drive right now.
Yeah, P9's a bit of a miracle to say. I saw him going like side on, going into turn 1. So honestly, I think he's done remarkable to escape damage and then start climbing his way through the field. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for Quinniff, who will have to pit with that broken wing he got on Storm. I don't know if Storm's got any damage. We'll just go back to the tyres. Is anyone going to come in the pits this time around? No, we are getting towards the pit window.
Oh, yeah, McLaren's coming in, so Quinniff obviously coming in to change that wing, to get a wing. So, yeah. But roundabout now would have been a safety car, but we not having one here, so which is a good thing.
Yeah, I did wonder if Quinniff and Storm colliding may have brought out one. I can't decide whether to call him Storm or Jason, but if I say Storm or Jason, I'm referring to the same person. Adagio, I'm going to keep an eye on him because he's looking potentially in a position to attack Mikey, but Mikey himself will have DRS on the Merc in front.
Bonyfish retaking the lead.
Yeah, Bonyfish has retaken the lead, so yeah, he's a bit of game of cat and mouse going on there. They've got a comfortable 2.7 second buffer over Welsh Benjamin, and that can allow them to just have a little bit of fun up front.
Do you know what? I think Storm's in a good position here. Obviously, starting on the hards.
Yes.
I think he's in a good position here.
Yeah, he just needs to keep his nose clean slightly. Don't know if what Quinniff will make of that collision they had earlier, but yeah, he just needs to. He's doing a good job at the moment, and it's getting towards that point now where I would say the hard tyre should become a better tyre than the medium. Yeah.
I think that the mediums usually ran out between 6 and 8, I think. I was struggling round about now. I don't know what lap you were starting to struggle, but it's round about, 4 to 5 I was starting to struggle. So that's why I was coming in lap 6. So obviously safety car come out, which was ideal.
Yeah, and we've got Cam, Jess and Joe all in the pits together then. So none of those 3 tried an undercut. They're all coming in and out together, and it looks like they've stayed in the same position of what they were prior to making the pit stop, but they've got a bit of an undercut now. So we'll see if they can make something work of that. On potentially Welsh Benjamin, you expect Welsh Benjamin may feel the need to counter that and pit at the end of this lap.
I was reading something. I do apologise. But yeah, let's go lap 7 of 29 then, as you just heard Jake say. There's a few. Jess obviously got undercut here. I'm not sure whether the undercut's powerful here or not. I really don't know. Obviously, there's some tracks. Oh, as you're going to see side by side with Gazzaman and Rydog going into the.
Yeah, just caught the end of that. And, Gaza holding on to the position because it's Rydog who's on the attack at the moment. So nice defending that from Gaza, who's having a good race so far. It has to be said.
Yeah.
You feel like here we go. Is there going to be any pit stops among the top 3? Hedvist pit, so he's going for the undercut on Bonyfish, but both Alpines stay out, and they might just want to be wary, considering the gap between them, that a double stack could cost Welsh Benjamin a little bit of time.
Well, Mikey's coming in as well, so is Hedvist going to get out in time before Mikey gets there? There she is. He's out. It's all good. So, yeah. But right now, the team McLarens are not having a good day there at the back. You've got Mason, obviously Colin's dad, I believe,
Yes.
sat in P16. So, and you're going to have Escargot, going to go round. Bingo's trying to go round the outside. He is side by side with Gazaman.
Makes it stick.
Yeah.
Nice move back from Escargot. Offset to pit a lot earlier. He's got that 10-second penalty as Quinn picks up 3 seconds. And wide off the track goes Escargot. So he makes the move, but then Gazza's going to have another opportunity here to retake the position, and it looks like he's going to do that. Will he get the DRS aid as well? He does. So, yeah, that mistake has cost the Haas driver a position. He's going to have to look out for Quinn behind him. Is he going to make a dive down the inside? He thought about it, but doesn't do it.
Well, obviously, where Escargot just went wide, as you know, it's the timing of braking on that corner. If you miss your timing, you will go wide.
All right, big key pit stop here. Bunnyfish is into the pits, and I'm going to keep an eye on Hegvis now, go on board with him to see if he takes the race lead. Storm obviously stayed out on us. Things. Welsh Benjamin now takes the lead of the race. I apologise if you heard background noise there. My annoying cat just knocked over my bottle.
Cats.
And not only has Bunnyfish lost out to Hedvist, he's lost out to Cam as well.
But it's come out in front of Jess.
Yeah, Cam is still in front of Jess, but Bunnyfish then has lost out big time, and now Hedvist has got a 2.3 second lead over Cam, and Bunnyfish has got some work to do. So it makes you wonder as well, when Welsh Benjamin comes in, is he going to fall maybe behind Joe?
Possibly. But Bunnyfish has come out in front of Jess. So the overcut has worked there, as you're going to see Bunnyfish nearly go side by side with Cam.
Yeah, got very tight there, but Cam holding on to the position. Definitely no mood to try and help Bunnyfish at this stage of the race. Welsh Benjamin then, I want to see if he pits at the end of his lap. I suspect he will. Bunnyfish is right behind Cam. Is surely going to be a great opportunity here to go down the inside at the end of a Lombat straight. I don't think Cam's going to have much of a defence, but the straight line speed isn't actually that different between them. Cam will stay to the outside. Is he going to get the better exit potentially? Who's going to get the DRS? That's going to be quite key down this pit straight as to who it's Cam. So Cam is going to have a chance to retake the position on Bunnyfish, and he does, and this will be beginning to frustrate the Alpine driver. I feel seems to have had it all his own way to the most part, but now he's got some fighting to do, and Cam is not proving an easy obstacle.
No, he's not. Still looking. I think Ben has come in as well. Yeah, he has. I don't know if you said that. I do apologise.
No, I didn't know. And as we suspected, he's dropped behind Joe.
Yeah, you did say that. So, the overcut seems to be, working.
The tyre wear's so brutal around here that even doing a lap or two on fresh tyres just gives you such an advantage as we go for take 3 between Bunnyfish and Cam. And to the end of the straight, Bunnyfish on the brakes, got the move done. If he can have a good enough run now through his technical slow middle part of the lap, Cam might not be in a position to actually attack him on this occasion. But we shall see. But yeah, Hedvis up in front is close to catching up to Storm, who of course is running a different race as he's yet to pit. He started on a hard tyre. Be interesting to see what Storm can do actually once he makes his pit stop, but he will have some overtaking to do, I suspect, which based on what we've seen so far from him in this race should be at the very least entertaining.
Yes, it will. I think Storm will come in round about either this lap or between now and lap 11.
Yeah,
so
I think that's...
Yeah, now or next lap. So
yeah, because I started on hards in the P4 race, and my plan was, before the flux of the S-season's S-seed, my plan was to pit on lap 10 on the hards, so that just about, I think that's about right there.
Yeah.
It makes no sense here for him to put up much of a fight against Hedvis, but whether that stops him or not, we'll see.
Yeah, I think Hedvis is going to get past him. There you go, he pulls outside. There you go. No point fighting. It's not his battle.
And I tell you what now as well, if I'm right in saying this, Bonifish is going to catch Storm in the middle sector of a lap and could lose quite a bit of time.
Yes, he could. So Bonifish gets a 3-star. Sorry, Overbrim Mike gets a 3-second time penalty. So that's going to do. That's 2 McLarens. Both McLarens got a penalty now. As you're going to see the Ferrari of Gazman going to side by side with Ride Dog inside. Oh, and Gazman's gone round.
Oh dear, he was running a really solid race, but that's just thrown it all the way. I didn't see what happened, but
I think that might have been just traction. I don't think Ride Dog touched him. I think it was just. It might have been. I think it was just traction. I didn't see any connection between them. But as I said, Storm's in.
Yeah, it looks like Escargot's got some front wing damage on one of the sides of his front wing. End plate's missing.
Let me just double check that because of your glitch. No, you're right. He is.
I think it seems to have solved itself now. It was just in qualifying. I haven't seen any front ends missing, which is good. Alex asked in the chat about just a reminder of championship standings. So Bonifish has a 4-point lead on Adagio with Rydog 5 points behind Bonifish. They're the main 3 at the moment, so you can see at the moment Bonifish up in second, Adagio and Rydog on the fringes of the top 10. So Bonifish potentially looking like he's going to majorly extend his lead at the moment, but of course we're not even at half distance yet, and as we saw in P4, a lot can change.
Yes, it can indeed, and obviously there's how many races there to go? We got Vegas. We've got Abu Dhabi next week, Vegas after that. Is that it, or is there one more to go?
No, just there's only 2 rounds left after this one. So we're in the crucial stage.
How long is there between the end of the season and the season starting?
Don't know yet. It all depends, because obviously we don't know yet when the DLC for F1 26 is coming out, and the next season will be on that.
Oh, so, okay.
Okay. But I would say at least probably a 2-3 month break after this one would be my
2-3 months.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn. What am I gonna do on my Sunday afternoons?
I know.
Oh.
Maybe they'll run another league in the interim. Hopefully, that'd be cool. I could maybe
just run a mini league.
Yeah, like a mini league. We'll see.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
So where's everybody at the moment then? So we've got Hedvist leading the way. Bonifish though is within DRS, and yes, he's very close. And I think I may need to quickly go and grab a drink because my throat's about to give up on me.
Yeah, mate, go for it.
So if you take over for just 30 seconds.
Well, who are you on? You're on
the front 2.
Bonifish.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I'll do, guys, is I will watch the main stream, because as you can see, guys, you got Hegvist. I will do that. So there you go. If it gives me a better camera angle, but yeah, Bonifish is still behind the Aston Martin then of Hegvist or a Wi-Fi code, either one, because I think me and Lawrence did nickname him Wi-Fi code last week. I can't remember. But you also got Cam chasing these 2 down, and then you got Jess just behind Cam, but Jess now is looking to Ben right behind her. Sorry, Ben was looking for the move and didn't get it, as Escargot picks up a 10-second time penalty. Is that speeding in the pit lane? Corner cutting, sorry.
Cutting. I wonder if he went I wonder if he went over the chicane. That would be my guess. Welsh Benjamin's looking all over the back of Jess, but can't make a move into turn 1. Obviously, we spoke about this earlier. Welsh Benjamin was the last to pit off a medium tyre, but that does mean now he's got by far and away the best hard tyres to attack him. He's already made a move on Joe, which I didn't catch, but he's now behind Jess and looking like he wants to make the move. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Adagio looks like he's gone off.
Fine.
Yeah, he's fine, got no damage, but I think he lost a place to Speed Waitsy. Back down to P9, not ideal. Storm, by the way, on the
mediums. Yeah,
yes.
I did see that. As Bonifish has taken the lead once again.
Yep. So that is good job from him, Welsh Benjamin. So look at that, in sync almost. The 2 Alpines making moves at pretty much the same corner at the same time. Lovely job
I
from
don't
both
know
of
if you heard, but I think me and Lawrence did nickname Hellquist Wi-Fi code last week.
them. I did, yes. He does have a lot of random numbers and letters in his name.
Yeah.
I,
So yeah, as Storm picks up his first penalty of the race, I believe, but the front two still bad now. They have a 2.5, or let's say 2.2 seconds now. It was 2.3, but yeah, I think you can definitely tell who's using what kind of setups because that was 2.3 seconds going into the final corner. Then it went down to 2 seconds, so 3/10 from Cam. Look, 2.5. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference with the setups. Sorry, my eyes watering.
Absolutely. I was just looking as well at Daggio making a move onto weight CO, and Storm suddenly appears out of nowhere down the inside of weight. I wasn't prepared for that at all, but Storm on the medium tyres is absolutely flying here, and will want to try and make a move on a Daggio now as well. So yeah, Storm's looking quick at this stage of the race and is back up in the top 10 at the moment. So we'll see what he can do and what his strategy is from here on in. Will he go for another set of mediums
Hards.
at the end, or will
I
he
think
go to
it'll be hards because those, well, as we said earlier, those mediums are only going to last about 6 to 8 laps.
Yeah, I think.
So
I personally did prefer the hard tyre as
the hard, yeah, the hard compound was so much better, especially in this sector here. As you said, there was no grip in this sector, in this S part of the sector 2, and it's so
it reminds me a lot of that little that chicane in the middle sector. It reminds me a lot of like the Baku Castle section.
Actually, that's a good point. Yeah,
it reminds me a lot of that, and I don't particularly like either of them.
No, I don't. As you're gonna see, Storm, down the inside.
Lovely move. And so he'll want to try and pull away now before he loses the advantage of those mediums.
Yeah.
Although he may not last until the end of a straight because Adagio is fighting back into turn 1. They're going to go side by side. Oh, they narrowly avoid contact. Good fair driving from the pair of them there. Storm left for room, and Adagio knew when to make sure to avoid contact. So good driving. Storm's up to 8th now, and he can try and bridge the gap to Mikey because there is quite a gap that's developed there.
Yes, there's
Ride Dog's joining the back of his pack as well. Let's have a quick look at penalties. Storm's got 3 seconds, Quinn's got 6, Ivory Mike's got 3, Escargo's got 20.
Ouch.
Yeah, really not having a good race. And it really does show as well how difficult it is to fight your way back through the grid, especially in a tier as close as this. As I say, Storm can try and get away. He's lost a place again to Adagio, and he's now made contact with the rear of the Williams. I don't know if he's got damage from that. Let me go to the broadcast view quickly. I can't see anything. I think he may have got away with it. But you don't want to try that one too many times.
No, you definitely do not. So, obviously, I have the telemetry up. You don't. Where am I on? I'm just looking at the top half. Obviously, you know this. You have to basically use your ERS as you're going to see Adagio and Storm once again. Mikey getting a 10-second penalty. And Mikey's in. That's going to ruin his race. But Adagio and Storm once again going side by side. But as I was saying, the ERS, as I was saying, you got to use it down the straights. But yeah, it's not looking good for some of them. You obviously save it through this Sector 1 S section by turning your ERS off. Yeah.
I'll just quickly put the telemetry up actually to help. I'm just looking at Welsh Benjamin at the moment because he has caught up to the back of Cam for P3.
Yeah.
Obviously on those fresher hard tyres, he's not saved an awful lot of ERS though. Compared to Cam, so we'll see how this one unfolds. But if Welsh Benjamin can get the move done here, he's looking pretty good at the moment, and of course he can extend this second stint as well. So we'll see. He's got a good exit. I suspect this will be a good opportunity to get up to 3rd. But as we know from earlier, Cam's a fierce defender here, so I suspect he'll try and retake the position into turn 1. But he has a massive snap of oversteer, and that has ruined that
gone
opportunity.
Into the pits.
Yep, that's a head missed.
Yep. So, as we saw earlier, it's not the undercut that's getting the position, it's the undercut, because you've got 3 of them in there now. Joey, Hegvist and Jess.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic, really, because you've got obviously the undercut that gets you the positions initially, but as we've seen with Welsh Benjamin, he's just got so much more grip on the fresher tyres afterwards. Yeah. So it's an interesting dynamic, and at the moment it's now P1-2, but of course we've got pit stops from Hegvist and Jess that have changed that, and Jess comes out just in front of Mikey, who is battling away with Joe B. What on earth's happened with Joe B's timing?
Wow.
He's ghosted and he's dropped.
He's ghosted. Is he actually in the?
DC'd?
Yeah, I say, is he actually in his car?
Not too sure. Well, he's behind Mikey, which is where. Oh, there you go. It seems to.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah. So I was about to say he's in the right place on track, so that would make sense.
That was a glitch then.
Yeah, we've had a few of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that means then that Joe has actually lost a little bit of time to Jess, and obviously now got a car between himself and Jess, although of course Mikey has that pit lane speeding penalty, which will cost him, so he won't be able to serve that now. He'll be going to the end of a race, which I suppose means if he doesn't have to serve it, if he could appeal it if there's a reason why, but usually with pit lane speeding penalties it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, you're going to see Hegvist go down the inside here. Nope.
This is not good for Hegvist being in a bit of traffic, because Bonyfish has just come in for his second pit stop. And will this mean that Bonyfish retains the lead when he comes out of the pits? I think this is going to be very close. Yeah. So Hegvist got held up so much that the undercut hasn't worked, and Bonyfish retains the lead, and you have to say he's looking in a really strong position to win this race now.
I totally agree, but I think you're going to see is Storm's going to hold up Hegvist once again, or is he just going to? There you go. He's going to go.
Tight, but no, Storm. I say if Storm turns in there, that could go wrong. But I think he saw him coming.
I think Storm's going to possibly pit as well. Obviously, in the next lap or two, get on a fresh set of hard tyres till the end of them. I don't know. He might go mediums. Mediums possibly. If he blasts out for another 2 laps, which will be a struggle, he might go mediums again.
Yeah, I suppose at that point you go with, obviously you've had to select whether you select balance or harder. Oh, I think he slightly clipped the wall there.
He clipped the wall.
Going into the chicane, yeah, I was on board.
Yeah, I don't think he's got damage though. He's got no damage.
Yeah, you can get away with that as long as it's like a slight tap, which it looks like it was. Will Welsh Benjamin pit this lap? He does, so Bodyfish will take the lead back of a race. And we'll see what Welsh Benjamin can do on his new set of tyres, and where he comes out, of course. I suspect it's going to be around where Cam is, if I had to guess.
So where
Storm pits.
Ben.
So I'm going to guess he'll go hard.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh
no!
Storm, 10 second penny.
It is one of the trickier pit lanes, I have to say, but that's gutting for him. And Welsh Benjamin comes out just behind Jess. Just that was too close.
It was. And Storm has come out. Mind you, Jess is on the mediums. I'll just see. Oh no, Ben's on the mediums.
Oh yeah, Ben is on the mediums. That's 10 laps on mediums. I don't know about that. He'll be all right now. I think he'll get past Jess pretty easily now, but we'll see what he's like in the closing laps, because 10 laps on mediums is asking a lot.
Well, they might just last. Obviously, Ben's good again, but I don't know if I told you this last time we commentated. I can't remember if it was you or Lawrence. I've raced with Ben for like 5 years or so. Good talker, Lawrence. He's in the chat. Good evening. I've raced with Ben for like 5 years or so, and I know he's good with tyre saving. So he might make him last.
Hi Lawrence, hopefully I'm not doing you too much of an injustice stepping in this week. But yeah, hope
as it goes, Ben passes Jess, moves up to P4.
Lovely move from Welsh Benjamin as Bonyfish sets the fastest lap of the race and is now, well, briefly sets the fastest lap of the race before Cam snatches it back. And of course, there is an extra point on offer for the fastest lap inside the top 10 as well as outside the top 10. So
yeah,
it's definitely worth getting. That's why I went for at the end of P4 and I managed to get not just the fastest lap outside the top 10 but the fastest lap overall. So it's
that's a bonus.
Yeah, I had to run 2 sets of soft tyres at the end, so it was about the only thing I could do, really.
How long did those softs last?
About 4 or 5 laps. They were really bad.
Yeah.
They were really on it. It was pretty much you do one. I did like my fastest lap of the race, and the next lap I did was about 2.5 seconds slower.
Oh.
So they did go off so quickly.
Basically, you're just doing a qualifying lap. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, it's like the old qualifying tyres that they used to have in F1. Good for one lap, and then you might as well chuck them away. But yeah, unfortunately, I was forced into it. I tend to avoid running soft tyres in any race, to be honest, but particularly around Miami. The tyre wear is brutal as we've got Adagio and Rydog, championship rivals, battling over P9. Adagio holds a position for now, but this is it's great to see a championship protagonists battling away, but they will not like the fact that this is over P9 while Bonyfish is out in front.
Yeah, it's guess it's going to help Bonyfish with these two back here, of course. As we said earlier, we've got 2 races to go, so this I think this one just could come down to the last race as Ben gets the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, it's important.
I could be wrong, but I think this might come down to the last race. This tier.
Absolutely, and I absolutely really hope it does as well, because it's been a really good tier to watch and commentate on when I've had the chance. And yeah, I think it deserves a championship decider in Vegas.
Well, as Iverbrim Mike, not having a good day at all, the Welshman.
If I remember rightly, I believe it's him. I read his pre-race interview, and I think he described his chances at Miami. I think he said he was terrible at it. So he has backed up that statement, to be fair, based on his performance.
Basically,
so far.
it's like he's like James in Jeddah then.
Yeah, like Jamie in Jeddah, yeah.
Yeah, Jamie, sorry.
There's
like 3 J's in tier in P4, so it's there's another one. We began to have a pit and quit here.
I wonder if he's going to retire from the race based on that. We shall see. He's going on soft tyres though, so I suppose in a way he should go on soft tyres and try and get the fastest lap point outside the top 10.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to do if you're in that position. You're not fighting for points. So yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I was going to say I think everyone's got that one track that they just can never get along with. Thankfully for me, the track that I would refer to as that track was not on the calendar, which helps.
Monaco?
No, actually, weirdly Baku.
Oh mate, yeah, that's another one for me. That is another one for me. It's the castle section. I'm stupid at the moment.
It just feels to me like Baku, all the corners feel almost identical, but they're not.
Yeah.
So you just end up getting the braking wrong all the time. So yeah. I'm actually not too bad at Monaco, weirdly. But of course, I don't believe one hub ever does Monaco. So
thank God for that.
So you never have to worry about that.
If they did, I'm ill that Sunday. So yeah. that was on the calendar. I'm ill that Sunday.
We've got Welsh Benjamin now within DRS of Cam for the final podium spot, but like I said, is how much of those medium tyres going to give grip are they going to give him towards the end of a race? Iverbrim Mike is just sounds like he's inventing his own track based on what I keep seeing on top of the screen. Because I'm sure I've just seen that come up 20 seconds before that.
Yeah, he's got 25 seconds right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate for the other namesake, Mikey, because he's currently running in a very good P6, but that 10-second penalty he's got is going to drop him down. Well, it might only drop him down a couple of places at this rate, actually, because there's quite a gap behind Joe, and if he can keep extending that, it might not be too bad. I have to ask you, obviously, you've seen the vast majority of these P3 races. Are you surprised at how much Adagio and Rydog have struggled tonight?
Oh, definitely. As you know, earlier on, it's Rydog. I think he nearly hit the rear of Adagio. As you do earlier, Adagio didn't have a very good start. Obviously, he took a penalty. Oh, Rydog, I think he lost the rear end as well then. Yeah, Adagio. Did Rydog take a penalty as well?
No, Rydog just qualified 14th.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Daggio took a penalty which started in P11, I think.
Yeah,
Let me
because
get the places up.
he would have been P2 on the grid.
Yeah, so he's moved up. Yeah, he moved up 3 paces. So he started P12.
Yeah.
Then he had an incident. So yeah, he's not doing the both of them are not doing that well. So yeah, the Ride Dog stayed where he is. So, and as we said earlier on, this is helping Bonifish really, really well.
Yeah, for sure. Bonifish has got things under control out front. 4 seconds in front of Hegvis to potentially slightly falling back into the clutches of Cam and Welsh Benjamin, but they are about to do battle, these two. Welsh Benjamin, is he going to try and take that final podium spot from Cam now? I think he is. He's got massive overspeed. I don't think Cam's going to have much of defence.
No, Ben's doing it. He's got this. This is like taking candy from a baby.
As Ivory Mike sets the fastest lap on, I'm not quite certain which track he was driving when he set it.
I think he's in Vegas already.
Yeah. Well, he's got Abu Dhabi next week. Hopefully that is a track he prefers over this one. It certainly is for me.
Yeah. Yeah, as Joey B it's just past Mike.
He has indeed. So he's not going to wait for Mikey's penalty to be applied. He's going to try and take that. He's going to take that P6 now, and he's going to set his sights potentially on attacking Jess for that P5. They've dropped back significantly from the two cars in front. So even if Welsh Benjamin's medium tyres do give way, he may only drop behind Cam.
Yeah, obviously we got 4 more laps to go. 5 more laps to go. It's not. We haven't had a safety car. Touch wood. It's been a good race without a safety car. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we've had quite a lot of overtakes. It's been good. I think definitely better driving standards than P4.
Oh yes, it has today.
But yeah, some good moves in there. As Adagio gains another position. Actually, goes up to P8. He's gone past Speed Waitsy. I didn't catch that. I was actually looking at Cam. Trying to get on the back of Welsh Benjamin but can't do so. But yeah, Daggio up to P8, just trying to salvage what he can, because you never know. I mean, Bonifish is having a great race here and extending his advantage, but you never know, the tables could be flipped next week. So Daggio knows he needs to gain every place that he can, and at the moment he'll go up to P7, of course, because of Mikey's penalty. Yep,
and I think he might be happy to finish P7 the way his race has gone.
Cam and Welsh Benjamin are going to come to blows, though. That was I thought they were going to collide there, but fair play to Welsh Benjamin. He knew when to back out, but Cam has retaken that P3, and these two squabbling might just give Hegvis the buffer he needs to keep hold of P2.
Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, I think the sort of race Daggio's had. Obviously, he's got Waitsy behind him, but I think he'd be happy to finish P7.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's been an eventful race for Adagio. So for him to salvage, I think, some decent points, I think he'll definitely take that, and he'll hope that next week in Abu Dhabi things go better. I swear, Ivory Mike's going to get disqualified at this rate.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to have a penalty update. Actually, okay. So Ivory Mike's now on 38 seconds. Penalties, that's quite something.
Yeah, and he might not like the track, but I think that's taking the Mikey.
Yeah, hey. Literally.
Yeah. But you're going to have Joey B right up the gearbox, right. I think he's too far back to make the move, and another 10 seconds for Ivory Mike. He's in the pit lane. Are we going to see? No, we're not. He's getting 10 seconds removed. So yeah, you get 10 seconds removed, but 10 seconds replaced.
Yep, I just want to say as well, Gaza has potentially got an opportunity to get some points here today, just due to penalties around him, and that would be his first points finish in around 6 races. So.
Oh really? Wow.
So, yeah, he hasn't scored since the 4th round. So.
Wow. Well, he's 7 seconds behind Sir Quinniff, who has 6 seconds of penalties.
But then he's also what was it?
13 seconds for Storm.
Yeah, so he may just miss out, but I'll keep an eye on that, because it'd be good to see Gaza get a point or two for his
Mason's
efforts.
On the soft compound now.
Yeah, I think the back 2 or 3 cars are just having a private battle for fastest lap now.
Yeah. Yeah, they are
So
indeed. As you've got the Alpina Ben that's on right, still fighting for Cam for that third final spot.
yeah, Welsh Benjamin's doing well to hang in there against Cam, but yeah, I just wonder now who's got the better tyres. But Cam is, but Welsh Benjamin's sticking to his task, and this is going to go right down to the wire, I suspect, as long as he can keep the DRS, and he's going to have another chance to overtake here.
Oh, wait, he's just got a penalty.
He has Benjamin down the inside. Is he going to make the move stick? He will, but will Cam get a chance down the pitch straight? I think he will, because Welsh Benjamin's all over the road trying to get traction. And
those
somehow,
tyres are gone, I think. Those
somehow
tyres are gone.
that's actually worked out in his favour.
It has. But I think Ben possibly... Oh, should he have waited? Oh, Ben!
My... Those
tyres are gone.
Yeah, I say he was going to hit the cliff on those mediums. He's been on them, what now? This is
8 laps.
8 laps. Yeah,
8 laps. Oh, he's again!
This is incredible. I tell you what, he's had to do a few saves already on this lap, and this is only the penultimate lap, I'm sorry to tell him, because I think he could do with it ending as soon as possible. Here we go.
They got to be screaming at him. They got to be screaming at him.
Cam takes P3, and I don't think Benjamin will fight it too hard, because he probably recognises now his main task is just keeping it on the road.
yeah, he's got Jess, 6 seconds behind him. He doesn't really want Jess catching him. So I know it's going to be a lot in 1.5 laps, but, you know, if he just fights one little major twitch, then that could be it.
Yeah, he didn't get a good exit there either, so I think Cam's going to be safe from any attack on this occasion. We've got a yellow flag out there. That's for Ivor and Mike, I believe. It's definitely for a McLaren anyway. Jess has got her mirrors full of Ferrari. Joe is still behind her. They've got exactly the same age of tyres, so this is a straight battle, and Jess at the moment is holding it. Joe just can't get close enough when you get to the DRS zones, particularly down that back straight. One interesting thing to note about that Waitsy penalty that you mentioned earlier is that will mean Rydog will go up a position to P9 as it stands, which again will be a bit more damage limitation for him. We're on to the final lap, and Bonyfish is all set for victory. I'm going to keep an eye, I think, on Joe B and Jess, because I think that's the most likely position change on this final lap, but I will try and cut to Bonyfish before he crosses the line. I just don't think Benjamin's going to have enough in his tyres to mount another charge.
I'll keep an eye on it, just in case.
Yep.
But then DRS still. No, he's not now. Oh, he is. But I think you're right. It's not going to be enough.
No, unfortunately not. But he's put up a great fight. And to be fair, Welsh Benjamin has shown that the overcut tonight can work. He's made use of those fresher tyres when he's had them on, and yeah, he's done all remarkably well, I have to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, just gonna see if Joe B gets a good enough exit here out of I don't know what turn number it is.
Bonyfish is coming down the back straight now, coming into the final corner.
I don't think Joe B got a good enough exit. We'll cut to Bonyfish and round the final few corners, and our championship leader extending his lead at the top with a commanding performance here in Miami. He wins the Grand Prix, takes the win. Hedvist will take P2. There is a fight further down. I want to see Jess and Joe B remarkably close. But it looks like Jess is going to hold on to take P5. Cam took P3. He only ended up a second behind Hedvist at the end, which is quite remarkable.
Wow.
Welsh Benjamin takes P4, Jess P5, Joe P6, Adagio takes P7, and Rydog P8. So they've got some damage limitation in terms of a championship. Waitsy P9, Mikey P10, and I believe I mentioned earlier about Gazza sneaking into the points. He's going to do it because he's within 6 seconds of Quinn now. So Gazza is going to collect a point for his efforts. Lovely to see. Yeah, takes P12. Nicely done, and ends that barren run.
Right, have you got a driver today? Because I got one for me.
I'm happy to let you go first and say your driver.
I go first every week with Lawrence, so that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully I don't say the same person. Let's just have a quick look at the position changes. See.
I'm not going on position changes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go for Hedvist.
Right, that's not my one.
Okay,
Thank God
well,
for that.
that's good. Yeah, I'm going to go for Headvist in P2. I won't save a question on stream, mainly because I think my brain's fried now.
Right,
But
okay.
I'll post it in the Discord afterwards, so that's fine. But yeah, I'm going to go for Headvist. Who is yours?
Mine's actually Adagio.
Ah, okay.
Yes. I will quickly ask a question mine on stream because otherwise I'll just write it out all wrong. So, Adagio, my question for you is obviously there's 2 races to go. You obviously not a good race today. Uh, are you happy for where you finished today? And also, do you believe you can win this title? So it's a two-parter.
Ah, very nice. You've inspired me now. Actually, I'm going to say a question for Headvis. So I've just had a look at his race results this season. This is his second podium of the season. They're both second
Oh
places.
wow.
So my question, obviously, so well done on your results today, Hedvist. Your second podium of the season is. Are you happy with that, or were you hoping for more coming into this season? And do you think you can grab any more podiums in the final 2 races? So yeah, that'll be mine. So there you go. There's the fastest lap for Ivor Brim Mike. I have some questions over the legality of that. Adagio got most overtakes, and he got the game driver of the day, so the game agrees with you. And here are the results. I just missed scrolling down. Apologies for that, but I'm sure Jess will have got it. So that's not too bad. But yeah, that was a really enjoyable race. A lot less safety cars than we had in P4, but I
Yeah.
think that just goes to say that the standard of driving was significantly better.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, Curly. Thanks for everyone for listening and actually being able
That's
to
right.
hear me.
Yes.
That's
Ben says thanks for coming. No worries, Ben. He says Alpine constructors.
Yeah, because they were
I,
already 50 points in front, and obviously
yeah.
that's gonna be extended now. So yeah, I'd say if they have either mathematically got it in the bag, or they pretty much have got it in the bag.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um.
well done to
So
them.
guys, don't forget Tier 1 and Tier 2 both at 7:30. Tier 2 on Twitch. Tier 1 on YouTube.
Yep, and we've done a fantastic job because it's 10 to 6, which means if a race does start in time IRL, we can now quickly go and watch it. So
Mate,
yeah.
I'm just going to go and have my roast dinner.
Oh,
That's what I'm going to do.
that. See,
Yeah. So next week, guys, we are at Abu Dhabi as well. So we'll be see you in 7 days' time. So yeah, we'll see you then, and I'll let Jake
yeah.
finish off.
Yep. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the Delta.app One Hub Racing. Enjoy the rest of the racing here tonight at 7:30. Be sure to tune in, particularly to P2, because there could be a championship decided there. And yeah, I'm sure Lawrence and Curly will see you next week for Abu Dhabi. But until then, goodbye.